Okay, 29 degrees plus humidex. 37. Ah, freaking, they're in everywhere. Yeah, stupid mosquitoes. I don't know if you guys can see them on the camera, but I can see them on my arm. I got bit by a freaking horsefly today. Ow, so itchy. Oh, yeah, suck all these freaking mosquitoes out of my truck. I parked the truck in the shade, right? So it's like, they're like, ah, hey, this guy left us a nice little tent here. And we got a snack in here when he gets back. Freaking mosquitoes. Hate them. A bit of a short day, 2 hours shorter than what I wanted, but I did cut the grass there, but I probably shouldn't have cut one spot. So if it's all brown, if it goes from green to brown next week, I fucked up. But I'll just leave it for another week and then whatever. So I raked instead, and there's a gazillion amount of raking. But I got to get my own hard tine rake and regular fan rakes. Everywhere you go, when it comes to rakes, people have like worn out rakes, you know, like they don't last long, right? That hard tine rake usually lasts a long time. But if you get one of those fiberglass handled ones, they'll last you like 100 years. But a fan rake, you get a day out of them, you know, if you're just going at it like a madman, you know what I mean? So you're really, like, a fan rake is really meant for really light stuff, right? But that's pretty much all I did. But I did get a load of bricks. I'll show you the bricks when I get home. Oh, it's hot. I heard a weird sound today. I heard like that. I was like, what the hell is that? It was a boat. Big speedboat out on the lake. I'm like, oh, I'd love to be out there. Mind you, it was nice cutting down by the water. Oh my God, I don't know if you guys could see the mirror, the dust. If there's anybody behind me, they hate me. If the flies are behind me, choke on it, die. Choke, you bastards, choke. I hate you all. And the fact that I got bit by a freaking horsefly today. Horsefly, once the horseflies, deer flies, and moose flies are out, yes, there are moose flies. I thought that was just a figure of speech. How wrong I was. A friend of mine, his dad goes, yeah, the moose flies are out now. I said, no, they're called horseflies. No, those too, but he goes, the moose flies are out. I said, I figured he was fucking with me, right? And just, I said, yeah. And this big ass fly lands on me, the size of my thumb almost, right? Not exaggerating, his wingspan with everything was probably about the size. He takes a chunk out of me, there's blood. I'm like, ow! And he goes, yeah, that's a moose fly. He says, they're bigger than the horse flies. They look the same, but they're bigger. I think that's why they call them moose flies. And I thought he was just like bullshitting me or whatever. Okay, gonna come to a stop. Look at the dust. Look at the dust. Did it make the stop? I never make that stop properly. I don't think anybody can. That's just my dingy thing. My dinghy's dinging. Too much dinging in this planet. Why does everything have to ding? You ever see the comedian called the Canadian guy? Talks about like the beeps. It's one of the most clever skits I've ever heard, comedy skits I've ever heard in my life. It's so, or monologue or whatever. It is so funny. It's above Jeff Foxworthy's "You Might Be a Redneck." Like it trumps that. It is so funny. Just type in Canadian guy beeps. You'll probably find it. It's the funniest thing. But for me, it's dings, not beeps. But dings are like beeps. Oh, you gotta watch out for this corner here. Like, you get all the warnings, right? There's a T coming up, right? But it's like, it's right there. It's not 500 feet from you. It's gonna be right there. So you come around that corner fast. You gotta put on your parachute to make sure you get out without slamming into the side of somebody. Anybody coming? Along the lonely highway. A lot of deer come out on that. Right, that stretch there is like deer pinball. In the morning, it's like it's always foggy, and there's always people like hitting deer. Like, there's not as much deer now, but it used to be like on a weekly basis somebody'd hit a deer. Because it's a straight stretch, right? And then there's pines on both sides. But yeah, there's a lot of deer. Just thought I'd bring that up. No reason. Now you know. Your life is enriched. I don't know. Big GMC. Yeah, I got probably about 600 or more pounds of bricks in the back there. Can't even notice it on the front end, like on this truck. living a bit dangerously there. Waved at them anyway. Like, not for me, but like the truckers, they come around that corner at 140. Yeah, they don't stop for shit. Yeah. So yeah, not the little one of those little tiny GMC Canyons. Tiny little V6 in there. Yeah, I said what I said. You know who you are. Tiny V6. Yeah. Nice truck though. I think that one's, when did they buy that? I want to say 2015. That truck is like immaculate. Beautiful little truck. Yep. Here comes a big bad truck. Past my big bad truck. They're still hauling logs. This late in the... It's like June 1st, they're still hauling logs? Where the hell would they be hauling logs at this late in the year? There's a Pepsi guy. I bet you that came out of my truck. I missed him. Back of my truck, yesterday when I was doing the pop cans, one bag fell open, so there's like a gazillion pop cans and beer cans in the back of my truck. If I get pulled over, they're gonna think I was drinking and driving. I wasn't, but yeah. Oh, someone got the lawnmower out. So yeah, I pulled an easy one today. Keep it cheap for my clients. Those two guys, they're making a killing around here. Those guys, they really lucked out because they got all the close, like, we both live in the same town, or all three of us live in the same town, but they got everybody like in the town, and it's like, I wish I had everybody in the town because it's so close. You know what I mean? Like a tank of gas would last you like 2 months. Yeah, I'm a little further out, but good for them, you know. They say they're kind of pricey, but you know, like, what's pricey? You know what I mean? Like this kind of labor, you don't, like, you have to charge, you know, adequate money for this kind of labor. You do, because it is really hard. You know what I mean? Is that there? Splash pad. I heard the pump running last night. My nephew's there and he's like, is it ready? Is it ready, Uncle Jeju? I said the pump is on. I said it's gonna be soon. They say 2 weeks. I don't give a shit about the kids having fun there. I'm gonna have fun there. It's freaking, when it's hot, I'm all full of dust and stuff, I just gotta go and hit that little button there, and you get like get a free like outdoor shower for like 15 minutes and a big super soaker. Yeah, screw the kids, man. I'm gonna rule that freaking water park playground thing. That's a nice thing for the town though, it really is. But yeah, the hell with the kids. I'm gonna enjoy it more. Yeah.